Guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do another celebrity inspired makeup tutorial. So I decided to do this kind of soft pinky glam that I've seen in a photo of Kylie Jenner. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching.
Picture of Kylie that I'm going to try and do the kind of same makeup to. So she's got really big bold pink lips and then just a really nice airbrushed face. So for eyebrows I'm going to use my NYX micro brow pencil and I'm going to draw them slightly a bit higher than usual because she has quite high brows in the picture, but they're also quite fluffy, so I'm making sure that they look quite natural as well. Then for primer, I'm going to use two today. I'm going to use, this is the one from Touch and Soul and it's the No Poreblem primer. But I'm just using this kind of in my T-zone area because this primer is now one of my favourites and it just really smooths out the skin anywhere you apply it. So I'm just using that in the T-zone because she's really airbrushed there. And then I'm going to use a hydration primer for the rest of the face. So this one is the Too Faced Hangover primer. Then we're going to do a lot with the face today, so then I'm just going to use some strobe cream. This one is by Freedom and I'm just using a big face brush just to buff it all out. Then we're going to just get the eyes out of the way, so I'm just going to prime them first of all. So I'm just going to use the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot as usual, and I'm also going to use this to carve out the brows as well, just to tidy them up a little bit. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Tarlette in Bloom palette, and I'm just taking the shade Flower Child, and I'm just using this to set down the eyeshadow primer. Then to highlight the brow bone, I'm using the shade Charmer, which is just a matte bright white shade. Then for the main kind of crease colour, I'm using the shade Sweetheart, which is just a really nice soft pink, and I'm just going to use that kind of repeatedly just to deepen up the crease. So I'm not really using too many colours here. Then I'm going to take the main lid shade, which is by Colourpop, and it's in the shade Wattles. And I'm just going to use a brush just to apply that over the lid. Then I'm just going to take the same fluffy brush and a Sweetheart again, just to blend all the colours together. Then for eyeliner, I'm not going to do anything too intense, but I'm using my e.l.f. gel liner and I'm just going to do a really tight line over the top lash line. Then I'm just going to apply mascara, so I'm using two. I'm going to use one for more lengthening, which is one by Essence, and then I'm going to use my Too Faced one as normal. Then moving on to foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation and I'm just blending that in with my beauty blender. Then for concealer, I'm mixing my two Colourpop ones together. I have the shade 25 Beige and 03 Medium, I think. And I'm just going to use those under my eyes and also just to kind of sharpen up the eyeshadow at the end. Then for powder, I'm using this Makeup Revolution banana powder, which I actually really like. It doesn't make your concealer crease at all and it lasts throughout the day, so it's really good and it's super affordable. Then for my waterline, I'm using my Colourpop eyeliner in the shade Honeydude. It's just a nude liner, and this is just going to really open up the eyes because Kylie's got really big open eyes in the photo. Then I'm going to use a liquid illuminator. This one's by Makeup Revolution. I think it might be the champagne shade, but I'll leave it in the description box anyway, but I think it was the champagne colour. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty blender. Then I'm going to use my Rimmel contour stick. I finally found a deeper shade as well, so this is best. This is way better for me to contour with. So I'm just using that on the cheekbones and my forehead and usually where I normally contour. But because we're doing like the Kylie look, she has everywhere just chiseled out. So I'm also going to do the nose and kind of right at the top, kind of going up to the brow bone. I'm going to contour that as well today. Then I'm just going to blend all that out with the same beauty blender that I used for the liquid highlight. And then I'm just going to use a kind of more small and defined brush for the nose contour. Then to bronze up the skin, I'm using the Becca and Chrissy collab, and I'm just taking the bronzer shade out of there, and I'm just using that all on the cheekbones and also on the forehead as well. Then I just took the pinky shade from the NYX palette for blush, and then for highlight I'm using one of my favourites at the minute. It's the Dose of Colours collab with DesiXKaty, and it's in the shade Fuego. So I'm just using that on the cheekbones. I'm also going to just apply it where I usually wouldn't, which is my T-zone because that's where I get oily. But in the picture, Kylie's just really airbrushed, like I've said, and she just has a lot of her face just highlighted. So that's what we're going for today. Then for lips, I'm just going to mix in I'm using Velvet Teddy for the lipstick and then a Urban Decay liner in the shade Naked 2.
And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
What's in it? Not another word. And just what is this, I ask you? Hello, Cheryl.
This video